It's a pleasure to be here, first off, in Iowa. It's always good to be out of Washington, D.C., but it's especially good to be out of Washington, D.C. now. To be among some kind of normal people.
15% for Iowans over 65, so old people like us would be discriminated against.
I'm not over 65.
Oh, yes, you are.
I was a child prodigy. Those dates that that young man used, I was 10 when I went to Columbia. Iowa, and the places that have now put into. It's not enough to just be looking at, MSNBC and CNN and yelling at the television set. I mean, I do a bit of that. But I think we need to do more than that. There's a civic responsibility that we have as citizens of this great country. We just can't come out and think you're going to vote for president every 4 years and you've done your civic duty. We have the power, and I think we have the responsibility to be more active. Every now and again, our country's blessed to have a truly visionary, great man or woman as AG. I'm just saying, hypothetically, you could have a...
What do you think's the biggest threat facing our democracy?
Person or concept? And I wasn't going to send another young black man to jail. Now, I think the biggest threat to our democracy is our losing touch with, denigrating our commitment to American values, to not valuing, treasuring our immigrant past, to getting away from following and adhering to the rule of law, to sticking up for special interests at the expense of the people. I mean, I think that combination, those all represent, I think, kind of American values. This, into effect, did the same thing in North Carolina of them, that this was an issue, So this next generation, I've got great hope for them. That's why I try to charge them, seize them with this notion that they've got to be more civically engaged. I mean, the biggest demographic now are millennials. They have huge amounts of political power. They pass the baby boomers in terms of numbers, but they don't vote. They're not civically engaged. And so I think we need to take all that goodness that I see there and convert that into political power. And that's the next America. That's the better America that we can have.